Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Happily Ever Caffeinated, the weekly wedding video series where we get stupid high on coffee and talk about weddings. I'm your host, Jessie Stehlik, co-founder of Photo Bohemia, and I'm here today with Josh Walther, lead singer of Phase 5. And Phase 5 is an event and wedding band that has won all sorts of happy awards, like Best Wedding Band, etc. Like, you guys are really good. And in this episode, we're going to be discussing the top 5 things that sound like a good idea at the time, but they can kill your wedding, musically speaking.
Right.
Let's do this. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hit us with your top 5.
All right.
All right.
Number 5, theming the music to match the theme of your wedding. While having a 20s themed wedding might be fun with your decor and other elements of your wedding, theming your music to the 20s era will make for a pretty boring night somewhere along the way. It's nice to have a little bit of that music in the beginning maybe to set the tone, but if you're trying to do a theme, definitely don't theme the music.
There are so many different types of people. You want something that gets a little bit of everybody going.
Yeah.
Not just 20s.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. People will leave, I promise.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, number 4. This is actually not a music thing. This is just something that I see at every wedding that drives me crazy. And it's the sweetheart table. First of all, hopefully you're going to be spending a really long time together for the rest of your life, just the two of you. So I don't feel like your wedding and all your friends are there. You don't have to be sitting alone, isolated by yourself. I just feel like it makes you sort of look like you're on display and you're not having fun with the rest of the guests. And also you're sitting right across normally from the band, so it's just kind of an awkward thing where we're playing, you're there.
So really, you just don't want them staring at you all night, like.
Yeah. Well, it's like we play this game. I've noticed it at every wedding. Like, they're like, do we look at them? Do we look away? Do we look at the guests? So,
do we politely clap after each song?
Right. It's just, and nothing looks more awkward than a room of people having a really good time, and then the two of you across the room at a half moon table. Yeah. You know, just nothing good about it.
It's just not necessary. And like you said, it's very exclusionary. Like, they're just. All right, I guess we're gonna talk to each other the whole night and not involve other people.
Totally.
I like that one.
Totally.
Number 3.
Number 3 is musiczilla. You don't want to be a musiczilla. You don't want to be too controlling about the music. While like we're a band, so we definitely want a little bit of your input. What kind of music you like, what kind of music you can't stand. One great thing about having a wedding is that you have so many different types of people and so many different types of people that you love in one room together. You can go out to a club with your friends anytime, any night of the week, but this is really the only chance you're going to have your friends, your family under the same roof for one night. So include everyone, make everyone feel like they're part of it, not just your friends.
Very true. So not all music the whole night.
Totally. And also another thing is, don't give your DJ or your band a really lengthy list of plays and do not plays, because for us it's really hard to play a great set and be in the moment when you're thumbing through a long list of page after page of what you're allowed to play and what you're not allowed to play.
Yeah. Where are we, number 2?
Okay, we're at number 2.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, this is really simple. I just don't feel the wedding is a time for games or dances that have or songs that have their own dance to them, or it's not a time to give prizes or anything like that. So I would say stay away from any sort of games or interactive sort of happenings, because it's not a bar mitzvah, it's a wedding.
Yeah. Keep those for the bridal shower.
Yeah, keep those for the bridal shower.
And baby shower later on.
And bar mitzvah.
Yeah, exactly. Number 1.
Okay, so this is a little controversial.
Ooh, I like controversy.
Because I have a lot of brides and grooms that do this, and every time they do it, I'm like, oh, please don't do this. And that is the choreographed first dance. And this is my reason for it.
Okay, hit me with your reason.
It always looks so uncomfortable and so awkward. Yeah. First of all, most people are not used to being the center of attention, so you're already nervous.
Right.
Adding to that, trying to remember and look natural doing a dance, it's just not a good idea. I've seen so many trained dancers that want to do a choreographed dance at their own wedding. They're even nervous.
Yeah.
So if you're not a dancer, you're going to be really nervous.
I feel like it takes the emotion out of it too. Like when you're just thinking about steps, you're not thinking, this is my first, like the whole point of it is it's your first dance with the person that you're now married to.
I just feel like I've never seen a first dance that was choreographed go well, ever, in the history of me doing this.
I have seen it once done.
Once
done. It was a bride and groom. It was a second wedding for them both, and they had a little mini wedding at a niece, and it was beautiful. It was like the most perfect amount. She had a wardrobe change for it. It was just the perfect amount of emotion and flow to it.
Right.
But that doesn't happen often.
Never.
No. Yeah.
The thing I think about, like, everyone will nod and be like, oh, that was, they're like sitting there like this the whole time. And I'm thinking to myself, it's sort of like the equivalent of you handing someone a 3-year-old's finger painting. Like, people are going to be like, oh, that's really cute. If you're really bad at dancing, this is a great, I think a great word of advice. Go to a dance studio, take some lessons on sort of just being a little more free, maybe learn a few moves that you can incorporate, but don't exactly plan out when you're going to do it.
Right.
And just be ready for anything. The music could stop. I mean, anything could happen. So.
Yeah, love it. Those are all excellent. Okay, so now that we know what not to do,
yes,
I have a question for you.
Sure.
I would love to hear your favorite musical memory to date. So end us on a high note. Get it? High note?
High note. That's funny.
I'm very proud of myself for that one.
I would probably say we recently played with Paul McCartney, which was a really big deal, and that probably wasn't my favorite musical moment because it was stressful, and
I'm sure.
We didn't know the song that he wanted to play because it was a last minute thing, so we're learning. He played I Saw Her Standing There, and another song that he sort of made up on the spot. I don't think that was my favorite musical moment because it was very stressful.
But that's humongous.
But the moment after that, where we were all, it was just the 6 of us in the room we were changing in, afterwards when we got in the room, everybody was just silent. And then I can't even remember who said it, but they were like, oh my God, that was a huge thing.
That just happened.
Just us realizing that had happened and we're all there together, and it was just a really cool moment. So
that's awesome. Well, me and my husband both had the pleasure of hearing your band at a wedding for the first time ever 2 weeks ago, because we've heard you play at a rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
But to see the whole band, that was amazing.
Cool.
That was, and then when your lead female singer sang Chandelier, like, I got goosebumps. It was ridiculous. So if you haven't checked out Phase 5, check them out. Amazing people. We love you guys.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Always question with the Q. Questions help us learn things new. Question marks are very cool, especially when you're in school. Always question when you try. You'll find who, what, where, when, why. Question marks are very fun. Let's break